You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good afternoon from South Tucson, Arizona. It is Brian. It is IRM. We are here for South Tucson Youth Football Week 9, getting things started. And boy, do we have news already coming out of the Big Small Business Conference. Is our first game. The Marmalade Shack, ranked number 2 in all of South Tucson with a 7-1 record. Currently, if I recall, looking, they are, I'm just going to double check. Yes, they are undefeated in BSB action, taking on probably one of their biggest threats to a division title, and probably one of their tougher games in the division this season. Rancho Robusto, plus-size Wearhouse, only 3-2 in conference, but 5-3 on the season. Could be an upset in the making. We've already seen one big upset today. We haven't seen it, but you guys have heard about it. If you saw the news break just recently, Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park, the #1 team in South Tucson. They've been #1 for at least the last 2 weeks. I'm going to double check my my stats and let you know exactly how long that's been. Yeah, they were #1 after week 5. Dropped down to 2 with their first loss. Came back up after week 7. And they will not stay at #1 likely. We're going to go ahead and don't want to say that necessarily, but they have lost in a tight game. They lost away from home to Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare. The final score of that, 35-28. So with the Marmalade Shack playing Rancho Robusto, they have a chance to be the #1 team in all of South Tucson after this week. That'd be the first time they were #1 ranked overall in their history, and it'd be the 3rd team getting the #1 ranking this season. 3rd different team. So let's get right to this game. We're about to head down to the Muni. It is the Marmalade Shack. Great season so far, #2 in all of South Tucson. And that is thanks to some of these fantastic players. Of course, their captain, outside linebacker, Miracle Juggernaut. Miracle Juggernaut. In the middle, that is their field general. That is their quarterback, Jimmy Dean Sausage. Jimmy Dean Sausage. And not pictured is their tight end, Crispy Mathers. On the other side of that football is Rancho Robusto. You know some of them a little bit. That is on the right side. That is defensive tackle, O.D. Tollett. O.D. Tollett. In the middle, that is their quarterback, Louisville Sinkhorn. And on the left is cornerbacks. That is their defensive back, Oscar Pumayman. Pumayman. He is the Pumayman, indeed. So do tell us who you have picked for this game. I got Will joining me in the commentary booth. Hi, Will.
Hi, Will.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Will.
Hey.
Will.
Oh my God.
Quickly, who you got picked for this one? Marmalade Shack, Rancho Robusto, #2 team Marmalade Shack have a chance to take #1 with a win.
I'll take Rancho Robusto.
Calling for the upset. All right, it's been a day of upsets in South Tucson so far.
Oh my God.
Did you just wake up?
Well, woke up at 6:30. And I've been at work since 9.
Oh, damn. Okay, fair enough.
So I'm really tired.
That's fair. Well, I appreciate you joining me. Meanwhile, it's time to go down to the Muni. And you are looking live at Municipal Field number 89 in downtown South Tucson for the first of our 2 games here on a Saturday afternoon. It is a bit We're hitting dusk, I guess, a little early in South Tucson on the West Coast, but nonetheless, Marmalade Shack going to be kicking off left to right. No concept of time zones here. We just
that's not how it works.
Not how time zones work.
I think they just have not set their clocks back.
That's why.
Time, like 100 years now.
They set it one way and they forget to set it back. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. So it's just like they're actually a week into the future.
They spring. So what you're saying is they spring forward, but they don't fall back because retreating is for cowards.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they just kept going forward. They didn't like the concept of going backwards. That's
really what it is. That's exactly what it is.
They don't recognize daylight savings time because they just want to keep adding time.
Yes.
They've done this for like 100 years, so they're now like.
Well, the nice thing is every 24 years, they're right. They're accurate.
Yeah, but they're also a day ahead of everybody else. So they're like, it's like Wednesday there.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's also summer, so you know. So the kids are on summer vacation.
No, it's actually Valentine's Day.
Oh, neat. Okay. Well, lovely, and that's Louisville Sinkhorn breaking free for a 22-yard rush right from the snap.
It's like it's 8 p.m. Valentine's Day.
Okay. You know what?
It doesn't explain why it's just dusk at 8 p.m. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, it should be night, but there's just so much electricity volting through that town.
Personal foul. Face mask.
That's why they call it the electric town.
They do. South Tucson, Arizona is the electric town. It is the fourth biggest little city in America. I think that's what I went with.
I like the idea that they want a nickname, but it's already taken, so they have some like adjusted each.
Yeah.
They're the
fourth biggest little city in the world.
Exactly.
It's like Reno, two more, and then South Tucson.
They're the electric town because Schenectady took the electric city.
Okay, can't be Electric City.
What else could they be?
They're just really desperate for all these things, and they're just not, you know.
It's not very creative.
No, not in the least, unfortunately. Oh my God. And Rancho Robusto down to the 6 in the red zone, 3rd and goal. They have been pushing pretty well down the field. Louisville Sinkhorn. It's caught, but it's 4th and goal. What do? It's down to the 1. Do you go for it? They are going to opt to take the 3 points.
They're Sign City.
What's that?
It's Sign City instead of Sin City.
Sign City. That's just in honor of all of the...
You gotta put a parentheses after sign, and it's gotta be lowercase. And then city. So I'll spell it out.
I got you. No, yeah, Sign of X. Yeah, like Sign of X City.
They're Sign City.
I was gonna say it's because of all the signs people bring to these games, but that's way funnier with what you said. So 3-0 to get things started 2 minutes into this game. The Marmalade Shack for the first time with the ball. And they are running the offensive playbook of Texas. All caps.
The spread. Spread. More spread.
Oh, it's funny because like Rancho Robusto did pretty well with their spread option as well. That's Zach Horn with a 7-yard catch and a first down.
I want to say the spread offense was created in Texas. but I only want to say that because I have no idea.
I mean, you know what? I have no idea, so I'm willing to accept that as fact.
The grandfather of the spread offense is Rusty Russell, a graduate of Howard Payne University in Brownwood, Texas.
Okay, so not necessarily at the school, at the University of Texas, but at...
It's really big, and Dutch Meyer, who is the coach of TCU, which is Texas Christian University. And, yeah, so it's a Texas thing.
Fair enough. Of course, it's appropriately enough that you mentioned that they are Sign City because this is a storied rivalry between the Marmalade Shack and Rancho Robusto. They are, of course, playing for the aluminum Parabola trophy.
Okay.
The aluminum Parabola, and that is a storied trophy in South Tucson youth football lore. What are some of these? I'm looking through my list, and I don't understand why some of these are a thing. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm versus Casa de Gordoso. They play for what's left of the powdered bag of ground-up human bones that local derelicts have not already snorted. When did I come up with that? Why did I come up with that? Why do Burns and Crackle and the Marmalade Shack play for the Waffle Iron of Prophecy found at a local garage sale for $4.99? I think the Big Small Business Guards may have my favorite trophies. House of Guffaws and Rancho Robusto play for the actual horse. Oh my god.
I feel like some people are not understanding how Sign City works, so I'm going to kind of explain it.
Yes, please do. It's a math joke, and I love it.
So just look up sine of x, and you'll realize that that's like a thing.
S-I-N-E is how it's spelled. A sine curve.
It gets a lot more mileage the closer you've been to 9th grade. So, like, if you're, 16, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about.
You are the demographic.
That's the demographic. This is a teenage math joke.
I'm just a teenage math joke, baby.
Oh, God.
Coming up next, by the way, it is 3 apiece. Marmalade Shack scoring the field goal. Coming up, our second game, by the way, is between 2 ranked teams. Number 3 ranked Twin Towers Construction taking on Sam & Sons Gazebo Repair, the number 7 ranked team. Sam & Sons 6-2, but undefeated in BCC play. Twin Towers 7-1, 4-1 in conference. They only recently suffered their first defeat. If I recall, it was in week 6. Am I getting that right? I'm gonna double check my notes here. Yes, they were 5-1, and then they're up to 7-1. They moved back up to 3rd in all of South Tucson. 3rd is the highest they have been. It's basically been Moist Adventures and Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium trading off 1 and 2, and then the Marmalade Shack found themselves in number 2, just slowly moving up the rankings. They went from 7th to 4th, and now are in 2nd. With a chance to be number 1 in all of South Tucson. What a story that would be for them.
Okay, I have an incredible follow-up to I'm a teenage math joke, baby.
Yes.
I've got 2 tickets to Iron Median, baby.
I'm so sad.
It's good. It's really good.
I'm so sad.
Don't get a lot of Iron Median jokes.
No, you don't. Is an Iron Median anything?
It's how many members are there of Iron Maiden?
I don't know. Are there that many? Wow, Rancho Robusto already in the end zone. Huge play. Less than a minute. They take the lead.
You got Bruce Dickinson.
10-3.
And then you got the other people.
Bruce Dickinson and the other people. Yeah, it's true.
So there's 6. So I guess the higher median is what? 3 or 4?
Well,
3?
I mean, it's the median of what? Are we just numbering them?
I guess.
Are we using their ages? I don't know. If it's their ages, it's the average of the 2 middle ones. Because if it's an even number and a median, the median of a middle number
I think of them as the iron that makes up the maiden.
Okay. Sure.
So the iron...
Huge catch by Bryce Soule for 18 yards. He's dragged down. First down. Marmalade Shack coming back and answering big time. So I have to ask. I was just sent a tweet. This by somebody. Are you familiar with the... and the answer is probably no. There is a Scottish team, a soccer team, football team, known as Partick Thistle. And you may not know them, but you may know that they have a just terrifying mascot. I encourage you, if you are watching on YouTube on delay or something like that, I encourage you to check out the mascot of Partick Thistle. It's like Patrick, but the R and the T are swapped. It's and then Thistle, like the Thistle is the official whatever a thistle is of Scotland. Flower, like thing, I don't know. Anyway, I just posted it in the chat, and I adore this.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7. That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
I hope you're all cowering in fear as Morgan Starks pushes it into the end zone to tie this game up with the extra point. And these children really know how to put on an entertaining game for... And the number 2 team in all of South Tucson has tied this up once again.
Why'd you like the Partick Thistle mascot?
Because I was just talking about Partick Thistle. You didn't reply. Did you not hear me?
I'm tired, Brian. I'm not really thinking straight.
That's fair. That's fair. It's amazing though. Because that was sent to me, and I just love the mascot. I feel like South Tucson probably has something similar to the Partick Thistle mascot.
Well,
no, it's a sun. It's not a flower. It's a what a thistle is. Yeah, the thistle is like a national thing of Scotland, but that is a sun.
The sun that beats over South Tucson is the Partick Thistle mascot.
It really is. It's like in Teletubbies, how they have a sun that's a kid's face, except it's that monstrosity. That is the actual. Like, there have been several expeditions. Like, South Tucson has tried to start their own space exploration program, just so they can tattoo the sun to actually look like that. They don't understand that you cannot tattoo the sun. Beautiful, just beautiful. We've got some back and forth action going on. Rancho Robusto, first punt of the game, and boy is it a dreadful one. Just dribbles out of bounds. Just dribbling. And Marmalade Shack get a short field. And here's Tremaine Scruggs down for a loss of 2. Marmalade Shack looking to air it out. Yeah, they see one in the backfield, but they are spread out on the field. And Jimmy Dean Sausage dumps it off to his running back, who gets tackled for a loss of 3 yet again.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
And he was thinking, I'm not sure what the hell he was thinking. I feel like the Partick Thistle mascot would rival most of the... Oh, Sausage tackled for a loss of 8. And at 4th and 23, great field position has just turned into a forced punt from Marmalade Shack, and they're going to give that field position right back to him. That ball is just going to die on the grass between the 35 and the 40. So here come Rancho Robusto yet again. Not as short of a field this time. But their defense just came up huge for them.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And a big play by Sinkhorn brings them well into Marmalade Shack territory. Down to the 36 already. And Sinkhorn out of the shotgun. Again, using the spread option, so you're going to see a lot of big plays, a lot of variety. And Mitchell Bates, 2-yard catch, and that is a big boy quarterback. These are two teams where the quarterback is very much a kid who leads the team in stakes. By that we mean the actual meat. Jared Marks up the middle for 1st down. Rancho Robusto really handing it to the number 2 team in all of South Tucson, the Marmalade Shack. Shotgun formation yet again. Why would it be anything different? And he's got a wide open receiver. Does the work. It's Clark Thomas for 12 yards and a timeout with 58 seconds to go in the half. 1st and goal. This is the first of 2 games in our doubleheader. Coming up afterwards is number 7 Salmon Sons Gazebo Repair taking on Twin Towers Construction, the number 3 team in all of South Tucson. Big matchup in the Blue Collar Conference between 2 ranked teams. Incomplete, and we're back to a 4th down. This is huge for the Marmalade Shack. A big stop to hold them to a field goal with 31 seconds to go, and the clock stopped. Field goal is up. It is good. It is 13-10, but the Marmalade Shack get 28 seconds to tie this up or possibly take the lead into the half. They're going to start the second half with the football, so this could be a huge chance to swing around and get them on the double. 25 seconds to go, they start from the 38-yard line. Tremaine Scruggs is going to give him 7 yards up the middle, and they're going to call their first timeout. Up to the 45. They had to do a little bit more than that, I think, to get themselves into scoring position before the half is up. Gonna throw it for a 1st down and plenty more. Joshua Canary, 16 yards. He's tackled inbounds, so they have to use their 2nd timeout, but they're down to the 39-yard line, and 1 or 2 big plays left, and they are in scoring position. And oh, he's gonna heave it. It's caught. Bryce Sowell, 38 yards, a 1st down on the goal line. Couldn't even fall into the end zone. That kid has the field awareness of someone who's blind, I guess. And, oh, Jimmy Dean Sausage sacked for a loss of 7. They're going to call a timeout and kick a field goal to tie this up. Probably the best decision when they could have just pounded it in. You know, I guess take what you can. They are in a dogfight, the number 2 team in all of South Tucson. 3 seconds to go. They just gotta hope that they can run this clock out off the return. Yep, they're gonna go ahead and do it with a flag on the play, just for good measure, just to be a dick to another kid. Face mask isn't gonna matter. I think we may not be able to. May have one more play coming off though. I don't think we can end the.
Still first down.
Take a drink.
Yeah, can't end the half on a penalty, I guess, on defensive penalty. So they're gonna get one shot at the end zone, because why not? Let that kid potentially blow out his shoulder by heaving it downfield, and it didn't matter. So that's the end of the first half. We're tied at 13 as number 2, the Marmalade Shack, in a tough one with Rancho Robusto plus-size Wearhouse. Time to go ahead and thank our sponsors for our local spotlight. Of course, Nissan, the all-new Laugh Finder, is our perennial sponsor, but we want to talk about one of the local sponsors here in the town of South Tucson, and that is Stations of the CrossFit. Because you ever seen Jesus on the cross, like the portrayal? First off, not only is he clearly a white man living in the Middle East, a white man in the Middle East. Let's let that sink in. But dude was ripped. Brother had veins and abs and just striations, and like he was so vascular. If you want to be vascular like Jesus, then you can go to Stations of the CrossFit, where the wad of the Lord will bless you. The wad, of course, being the workout of the day. It's best not to know why I know that. But you can do box jumps, where they make the box look like it's water, so you can be walking on water, box jumping on water. You can do, like, they build up your upper body strength so that you can actually hang on a likeness of a cross without the nails and without the actual crucifixion thing. But you're going to be at a point where you can actually do that and other such sacrilegious things. You, of course, every day will get, they call it baptized. It's actually just, you know, you're trying to be drowned in a pool to build up your lungs, too. It's actually not safe, but it's okay, because you pray before and after. So that is Stations of the CrossFit. Blessed be our gains. And we're back with the second half. Yeah. Gains are an important thing, I guess, if you're religious.
Yes.
And here comes Tremaine Scruggs up the middle. He just got a huge first down.
Any thoughts on Panda Express?
Panda Express? Like the food court item?
Yes.
I think it's fine. I don't know too many times where I eat it and I don't feel gross afterwards, but I don't.
Oh, I totally feel gross afterwards. But
yeah, I think that's kind of that's part of the course.
When I eat it.
Now, what did you get? What is your Panda Express go-to?
Oh, the worst stuff.
That's fine.
I get Beijing beef and orange chicken and fried rice.
I don't know what the Beijing beef is.
It's like the most like fatty item on the menu.
Okay, because I always assume the orange chicken is because it's like that tempura fried orange chicken and then the syrupy sauce. Now I get the orange chicken as well.
It's got the most calories. Let me put it.
The orange chicken does?
No, the Beijing beef.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, I usually get if I feel super conscious of it, I usually get the black pepper chicken because I feel like that's at least not fried and that's at least healthier.
I do black. Last time I did it, I got black pepper chicken and Beijing beef.
The black pepper chicken has the little like healthy icon next to it where it's like, hey, do you want to fool yourself?
Personal foul.
Yes.
Face mask.
Do you want to be able to say I ate quote unquote healthy today?
Automatic first down.
Now here's the thing. I don't usually do the fried rice. I'll typically do the white rice or brown if they have it. Hang on, I'm cracking open one. By the way, what you drinking if you're drinking? I'm drinking Dr. Pepper because I can't think of anything funny.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
But it's a new Dr. Pepper flavor. It's orange chicken flavored. It's got the syrup in it.
Oh, really?
I really
Okay,
just, honestly, when I got it, I have just a little container I keep in my fridge of like leftover orange chicken sauce. I add to it. I just kind of put a little hit of it in there.
I thought that you were like in the test market for this.
Oh, I should be.
Like it's Arlington, Boise, South Tucson.
Yes.
And
Reno. It's
Reno.
the 4 biggest little cities in the world.
Yeah.
That's actually the ranking. It's Reno, Boise, Arlington, Texas, and then South Tucson. That one Canadian zebra, hello. Or henlo. Henlo to you as well. I do enjoy some Panda Express when I'm hating myself. I always want to get the lo mein, or as they call it, the chow mein. By the way, touchdown Marmalade Shack have taken the lead for the first time in this game.
I always like looking at like maps where like people roll out stuff. And
Yes.
It's just sometimes in the weirdest places.
Yeah. No doubt.
Like they're like for Google Fiverr, they rolled it out, and I guess a lot of these places make sense, but like they've rolled it out in Birmingham, or no, Huntsville. They rolled out in Huntsville, Alabama.
It looks like a map of like some weird, not MLB affiliate, but some weird offshoot professional semi-pro baseball league, like where it's like, here's where all of our teams are. It's like, okay. It's like Huntsville, Alabama, and Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Frankfort, Kentucky.
That's the one that really jumps out, is Huntsville, Alabama. I'm guessing because of like NASA. That like legitimately, that'd be the only reason I think they would get Google Fiber. Is that
Does NASA have offices in Huntsville?
It should. I think that's where you go to space camp.
Oh, is that where space camp is for real?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Wow, they never tell you that when they're offering it as a prize.
I know, and people don't.
So you're going to space camp in Alabama. I fucking did not know that. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's like Cape Canaveral, Huntsville, and Houston are the 3 places I think of when I think of like NASA. Because Houston's ground control, and like almost every sports team there is named after like spacecraft.
In Huntsville?
No, in Houston.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the Astros,
the
Rockets, the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans.
They are kind of like an alien life form.
Who are like 3rd in flight. Thank you very much.
And what was the oh yeah, the Dallas Stars I guess would work, but there's no Houston hockey team.
There's no Houston hockey team. For some reason, I thought it was a Houston hockey team.
they would be just called the Houston hockey teams.
No, they're gonna be the Houston Oilers.
Do I ever get Mongolian grill when I go to Chinese buffets? That stuff is so good. So I don't. I do want to go to a Mongolian place. Oh, the Dynamo. Well, no, the Dynamo is due to their fact that they're the energy business. The energy, like the oil and gas business, and the energy business is all down in Houston. I know that because I work in the energy business. And so Dynamo. That was why. Oh, I could talk about Chinese buffets all friggin' day. By the way, the Dynamo thing was brought up in our Hitbox or Smashcast, or whatever the fuck they're called now.
Defense.
Chat. But yeah, the Houston Dynamo are actually because they're in the oil and gas business, which is why they were the Houston Oilers. There you go. And where am I going with this? Oh yeah, so I have a problem living outside of DC, and that's that there are not a lot of Chinese buffets around here. There are a lot of good Indian buffets; those are fantastic. But Chinese buffets, and when I say I'm talking like basically put your takeout menu in a bunch of chafing pans. Put one little bar of nothing but just like gross American foods, like give me some mashed potatoes and some meatloaf and
oh god
in there too, and put like a terrible pizza out there. I don't eat from that part, but like no, this is what I'm saying, because like I feel like we need to define the Chinese buffet.
Jello, it's got to be Jello.
Oh, 2 types of Jello, and those bananas with the syrup on it, with the weird red syrup on it, which I finally tried recently. I still could not tell you what the syrup flavor is.
Oh God.
Come on. Okay. Did we determine what that red syrup flavor was on the bananas at the Chinese buffet?
Here's a good dessert part of Chinese
If I
buffet.
came up with it. I was inconclusive, right? I thought it was strawberry, but I think I came up with inconclusive.
Blood.
Well, yeah, the logic would say cherry or strawberry, and honestly, I would think strawberry before cherry when it's bananas, because that goes.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
I'm
flavor
really-
for that goes better.
I'm really hoping it's blood. I'm
I'm
not
hoping
even
it
gonna
was
say
blood
like,
too.
no, I'm not gonna say human blood, just animal blood.
No, I know. You ain't scaring me with that one. 4th and 2, they go for it and get it. Crispy
There's the-
Mathers, and he's gonna get the face mask call.
Defense.
You can see in the far left corner there's the Jello, and in the front right corner you can't miss it is the bananas with the weird red sauce on it.
Yeah, and strange little mini cookies and pastries. That's what I expect from that. No, it's fine. The mocha flavored cake with the layer of glaze on the top. Sure, I'm pretty sure you're good about that. See, New Jersey, where I'm from, there's a bunch that we could go to within like 15 minutes drive. There's a couple of them. At least there were. 1 or 2 of them have closed since. But like down here, like in Northern Virginia, they're really hard to come by. And like there were a couple, but the weird thing is the ones down here, the ones that are like that I would find, and I went for a while looking for these. This is going to turn into the story now.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Have you ever been to a CC's buffet?
I have been to a CC's. I think were
God.
with me.
Yeah, I went to one because it was literally like the only food place that was like nearby where I needed to be in Florida when I went down for the winter meetings.
My hot take is that CC's is not that bad.
It's passable.
You go there knowing what you're getting. Oh, we got an injury. Oh no, Tremaine Scruggs holding his. Tremaine Scruggs may have appendicitis. I know your appendix is on the other side of your body. Never mind. Damn it.
The pizzas don't look great, but they're not as bad as they look.
The pasta is sneaky good.
Yes.
The pasta is all right. The key is mixing both the white and the red sauces.
And the dessert pizzas are always. I got a macaroni pizza, which is
Yes,
like,
yeah.
what I thought
CC's
it'd
for the price you pay
yes.
and what you go in expecting, CC's is actually all right. I'm gonna
I will
make that's
say
my
that
that's my hot take. That's hot take Hughes here.
The salad bar at the CC's I went to was the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like they just dump like a bag of iceberg lettuce mix.
Oh
It's got,
yeah,
like,
the
weird-
salads are sad, but you're going there for salad. Come on.
I went in there for salad to supplement. I'm a pizza, pasta, and salad guy.
So okay. There's a question. When you go to a Chinese buffet, what is the first thing you get by default? I have a routine. I hit up my first course at a Chinese buffet will always be I will get a bowl of wonton soup and I'll put that on a big plate and then I'll get like your finger food type things like your cream cheese wontons, your crab rangoons, things of that nature. The chicken on a stick. Like your egg rolls, things like that. I will also get the sweet and sour chicken without the sauce, and I'll dip it in the broth. But basically, my first round is all like your finger food fried things, and then I'll go and get like my lo mein, my chicken and broccoli, my generals, the more like entree type things. Also, a complete game changer if it's a dinner buffet, which is rare, but like it's when they have like the seafood stuff, like your crab and your crawfish and things like that. But yeah, so in the DC area, there are not any that I would find. I searched for years because when I worked my first job way out in Fairfax, which is not close to where I live now, there was one that I'd go to like once or twice a week because it was right there. I was like, oh my god, there is one. Oh, the fried mac and cheese. Yeah, they're not really pizza rolls, but fried mac and cheese is great. Yeah. And then I remember one New Year's Eve, big sack on Louisville Sinkhorn, loss 11, and they're going to bring the punt unit out. It's 4th and 15. So when they had, so New Year's Eve, I had nothing to do. It was like, this is a couple years ago. I was kind of just feeling lonely and depressed. None of my friends were around. They were all like away because of the holidays. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and get myself some Chinese buffet and feel sorry for myself because that's what you do. And I drove out to Fairfax and I found out that it no longer existed. It closed. And I was like, I just drove 25 minutes to find out that the Chinese buffet is closed. I went home. I got something else. I forget what. And I was like, this was the shittiest New Year's Eve. It really was. And so, like, I will flat out say a Chinese buffet is my guilty pleasure. It is absolutely a disgusting guilty pleasure of mine. And so for whatever reason, the ones down here that I kept finding were like, would put like authentic Chinese dishes out there. Like, no, I want your like Chinese takeout food, again, dumped into chafing pans and kept warm by a light. Like, don't give me authentic Chinese food. I'm a little nervous when I walk in and I'm the only white person there. Like, that's good when you're going for like dim sum or like Japanese or anything good. I don't want like my Chinese buffet to be authentic Chinese. Because then I definitely question the quality of it. Like, I already know it's going to be passable if it's like your takeout stuff. But so just recently we found one within a half hour away, which is amazing. Amazingly good. We're just like, this is fantastic because there's none around here. And then there's another one that just opened up that's about 20 minutes away from here that we have to try at some point. Like, opened up like 30 months ago. And it's apparently passable, so, from the reviews. Because I will say, nothing will make you question life than people who than reading reviews of a Chinese buffet, especially if it's one you go to. That you know it's fine. You just don't want to read what other people think about it.
So, I have another thing that do we have any Canadians in the chat today?
Let me check the viewer list. We do have that one person who popped in for a bit. It's not bringing.
Yeah, I remember you said Canada something.
That one Canadian zebra is in here. You have a Canadian zebra you can speak with.
Does this Canadian zebra drink Tim Hortons coffee?
Oh, I'll get to have Tim Hortons in a couple months. I will never. I'm gonna get
to have Tim Hortons in like a month if I want it, because there's one Tim Hortons in Allentown, but it's like, it's not like a normal Tim Hortons. I think it's like an attachment of the arena in Allentown.
Ah, they are kneeling it out. By the way, we are going to have a new #1 team in all of South Tucson. The Marmalade Shack have held on. No score into the fourth quarter, but they are going to win at home a crucial game over Rancho Robusto plus-sized Wearhouse. It is Jimmy Dean Sausage, the player of the game. Look at that stat line. 15 for 17. Didn't need to do any more than he did, but that is enough to get the victory, and they will improve to 8-1 on the season, 6-0, undefeated in conference. Rancho Robusto fall to 5-4, and to close out the season, the Marmalade Shack go on the road to Crambler's House of Gags and Actual Items, who are 2-6 right now. That should be an easy win for them in theory, but again, no easy wins in South Tucson. Rancho Robusto, they end the season at home against Yoga for Fatties, who currently are a ranked team, but I understand they did suffer a loss to Burns and Crackle, 45-24. So we're gonna go ahead and just bring up the screen for a second. We're gonna be going. We're gonna be right back in a second, but that is your final score for this one. We'll be back with our second game in just a moment, but we gotta cut it up for our YouTube. So the final score: the Marmalade Shack 20, Rancho Robusto 13. Until next time, so long, Arizona!